What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters, and welcome to Let's Metal. It's time for another big rock metal update. That's right, it's time for a rock metal update. This is going to be all 7-inch singles. Should be a short one. I just have a fairly small stack here, but all these came from the same seller in the UK. They are around £2 each, which I assume is around, I don't know, $2.50 US, something in that area, but it wasn't too expensive, and really happy to have them. I have a second stack on hold that I'm hoping to pick up as well. You just can't beat those prices for these UK singles here. Anyhow, I'll get right on this, and this is Thin Lizzy, one of my all-time favorite bands. This is The Rocker. Side 2 is The Rocker and Little Darling. Side 1 is Things Ain't Working Out Down on the Farm. From the Remembering 1976 compilation, the Remembering, which was basically a compilation of the power trio years of Thin Lizzy with Eric Bell, the first 3 albums, and some singles and stuff like that from that time period, when they were going for more of that Jimi Hendrix, Cream power trio sound, with the big, huge Irish, influence. Anyhow, very happy to have this. It is on the Decca label. Like I said, 3-song EP. £2. Man, you can't find a Thin Lizzy single for £2 or $2 here, that's for sure. So I was super happy to get it, and as you can see, it was in very good condition. The record's in excellent condition. It does have a sticker on it, which I'm just going to leave on there. It doesn't bother me, so that's staying. This one was the most expensive of the batch, and it was only $4, but actually this is how I found this seller, because I was looking for this particular single. This is Helix, Dream On, backed with What She's Bringing to the Party. This is a UK single on the Capitol label. For the band's 1987 album, and Wild in the Streets, yeah, that's the name of the album. And y'all have been watching my channel long enough, you know that I'm a Helix fanatic, Aerosmith fanatic, Thin Lizzy fanatic. There's lots of bands I'm fanatical about, but this happens to be one of them, and this is a single I didn't have. And I had been watching a copy on eBay for the longest time, and it was just, with shipping, it would have been like $20. And I just, I'm just not paying $20 for that single from a Canadian seller. So I started looking online for it, and I ended up finding this guy on Discogs and this single on Discogs, and I just jumped on it when I saw it was $4. With shipping, it probably would have been somewhere around, $8. But because I added all these other singles in it, a couple dollars each, the shipping didn't go up that much, so I was able to get, quite a few more for not a whole lot more money. So that's why I went on. If I could have afforded to buy all the ones I wanted at one time, I probably would have spent $100. But I just didn't have it at the time. So anyhow, Helix 1987 Dream On single, UK single. This was cool. This is from the very first Gillan album, John McCoy, of course, the co-songwriter with Ian Gillan. This is let's see here. Side A is Vengeance, and side B is of course a live version of Smoke in the Water, which you never can end up smoking the water. Great Deep Purple song, no doubt about it. Love it. But yeah, there's so many singles and B-sides with live versions of Smoke in the Water that it's almost ridiculous. But yeah, just a solid hard rock, with a late 70s sound, even a early 80s new wave of British heavy metal sound. This single was actually from 1979. Again, on the this is on the Acrobat label. What did I think it was? Oh, it's on Arista. Acrobat, probably distributed by Arista. Another Gillan single. This is Living in the City. This one was from 1982. This has got Living for the City on one side and Breaking the Chains on the B side. Breaking the Chains was co-written by Yannick Yaris, who of course went on to be with Iron Maiden. And it was on the Virgin label. I ran out of sleeves. I'm waiting for my Amazon order of sleeves to come in the mail. But yeah, anything Gillan is welcome in my collection. Gillan the band, Ian Gillan the singer, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, anything the guy's been involved with is fantastic. One of my all-time singers has been since I was a kid, and first heard, basically Machine Head is the one that pulled me in. So very cool single. Again, another UK single. Sometimes I have to show my Gillan singles, because I'm pretty sure I have like 20 Gillan singles now. Nazareth, Star. This is from the No Mean City album, which was a kind of heavier album for Nazareth. One of my favorites from them. Backside is Born to Love. McCafferty and Charlton, you know, the main songwriters here on both tracks. This is another UK single. This one being on the Mountain label. So, like I said, another. I want to say $1.99, but it was £1.99. So I don't know how that works out. But as the UK, as my friends in the UK would say, I'm chuffed about getting this one. Absolutely chuffed. That's man, I can't want to say his name. Steve. Steve says that word chuffed a lot, and I just always get a kick out of it. So the Headbanging Zulu UK is his YouTube channel. Picked up 2 from April Wine early, I shouldn't say early, but at least 70s singles from them, which don't show up as much as their 80s singles do. There's actually a 4-song EP, which I just chucked on the floor. It's got I Like to Rock and Before the Dawn, both from Harder Faster from 1979. And then it's got Rock and Roll is a Vicious Game and Roller from the First Glance album from 1978. Pretty cool. I've never seen this single before. Again, the same seller. Again, $2 or £2, whatever. Super happy to have that in my collection. Again, another band I'm just really into, especially in the last couple of years. Wasn't quite into them as I've been the last 2-3 years. I've just been really into a lot of the Canadian hard rock and metal. So this one here was, even though the sticker says it was 0.75 pounds, it was actually another 2 pounds. And this is another April Wine single. This one is Ladies Man and Oh What a Night. Ladies Man is it's a studio version of Ladies Night, which I guess was I don't know if it was a pre-release of the album, but anyhow, it was when this came out, it was an unreleased track. So and the B-side is Oh What a Night, which is recorded live in 1980 in UK at Reading. 1980, yeah, it was recorded in 1980. The live track was. So another cool single from the same seller. Like I said, there's just 2 more here, so this is gonna, like I said, gonna be a quick video. This is a 2 LP set, not really LPs, 2 7-inch single set. So we've got side 1, which is Take a Little Time, and then we've got side 2, which is Out in the Fields, which of course is probably one of his most well-known songs, with of course Philip Lynott being involved in that one. Side 3 is All Messed Up live in Stockholm, and side 4 is Thunder Rising live in Stockholm. It does come in a little gatefold sleeve, and it is on the Big Ten label, which you can see here. Another band Gary Moore, I probably have a good 20 singles from him, 7-inch singles, not including how many 12-inch singles they have. So very cool. Just a huge Gary Moore fan. Last one I have for this edition of Metal Rock Update is Queensryche. Again, this one was just a couple pounds. This is off the Empire album. It's got Best I Can on one side, and I believe it's got I Dream in Infrared and 1991 acoustic version of it. Regardless, it's Queensryche. I do like the Empire album. I actually like the Empire album a lot better than the one that preceded it, which I thought was, everybody loves Operation Mindcrime, but to me it's just okay. I was a huge Queensryche fan when the EP came out and the Warning, and even the follow-up to that I love, but something about Mindcrime just doesn't work for me. I mean, it's okay. I'm not saying I hate it. I think it's a good album. It's just not among my favorites. It wouldn't even make my top 5 for Queensryche. So I think Empire's a better album, but that's just my opinion. So Queensryche Best I Can UK single. Queensryche 7-inch singles never show up, so I figured I'd snag it for £2. So there you go. I'm quite chuffed about that collection of 7-inches, and that's it. Appreciate y'all watching. God bless and stay strong.